Welcome to the Style and Grace podcast, maintaining mental health and tackling real life issues with honesty and compassion. Where style meets substance and grace meets real life experiences.
Hey y'all, hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Style and Grace podcast. I'm your host, Whitney Victoria. Y'all, happy September. We made it. We made it to another month. We're in the 9th month, and I am so excited just to be here with you all today. Now, let's get into it. There is this trend that has been all over TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. It's called the Great Lock-In. From September 1st to December, the whole trend is about dedicating yourself to locking in on your goals. No excuses, no distractions, no waiting for the new year. And I thought, you know what? This is exactly the conversation that we need to have, because I don't know about y'all, but I've had so many moments where I said I was going to do something and really lock in, but honestly, my consistency did not meet the plan. I had the vision, but my reality wasn't matching it, right? Because I wasn't fully doing the work. I was showing up for everybody else and everybody else's business, but I wasn't showing up for mine. And that's where a lot of us get stuck. Here's the truth. Life is always going to life. Things are always going to come up. Family, work, unexpected stuff, distractions. And if we're not intentional, those things will always take us off track. That's why this idea of locking in matters so much, because it's not about perfection. It's about deciding ahead of time that no matter what happens, you are not going to let yourself quit. You might pivot, you might adjust, but you are not going to stop. For me, I've had multiple times where I've looked at my vision board or my goals that I've written down and thought, wow, I'm not even close to finishing or doing what I said I was going to do. And the reason wasn't because I didn't have the resources or the idea. It was because I was halfway committed. I was doing just enough to get by or doing just enough to say I tried, but I not enough to see the real results. And if I'm being honest, that's a tough pill to swallow, but it's also freeing because it means that I can change that, and so can you. So let's talk about what locking in really looks like. First off, you don't have to lock in on everything all at once. That's the quickest way to burn out. Pick 1 to 3 areas that you really want to focus on from now until December. That could be your health, your finances, your business, your personal growth, whatever is important to you right now. For example, if saving money for you is your focus, lock in. Skip the extras, stack the money, track your spending. And I love how people are saying it's not September, it's stack timber, because we stacking, right? Because we stack in discipline, we stack in wins, we stack in consistency. If your goal is fitness, lock in. Get up, go to the gym, or go on a walk. Go move your body. Don't wait for January. If your focus is spiritual or mental growth, lock in. Read, pray, journal, meditate. Do the things that keep you grounded. Locking in requires a few things. Focus. You can't say yes to everything and expect results. Boundaries. Sometimes that means saying no to the things that don't serve the vision. Consistency over perfection. It's better to show up 70% every day than to go all in for 1 week and then quit. And pivoting. Because when life happens, and it will happen, the key is to pivot and not throw the entire plan away. Now, let's be real for a second. Motivation does fade. You're not going to always feel like locking in. There are going to be days where you're tired, unmotivated, distracted, or just not in the mood. I've been there so many times, y'all. I was there today. I was there today. But here's what I've learned. If you only show up when you feel like it, you'll never build consistency. So here are a few things that help me and still helping me push through when I want to quit. Accountability. Find someone you can check in with, even if it's just sending a text saying, hey, I did it today. Accountability changes the game. Systems over vibes. Don't wait to feel motivated. Build routines and systems that carry you when your motivation disappears. Have grace for yourself. If you miss a day, don't miss two. Get back on track quickly. Progress isn't about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Vision reminders. Keep your why visible. Put it on a sticky note, make it on your phone wallpaper. say an affirmation, whatever keeps you remembering why you started. This part right here is big, right? Locking in is really about stewardship. Are you being a good steward over the goals you already have? Because we love to dream big for the future. We talking about New Year's resolutions, 5-year plans, 10-year plans, and etc. But the truth is, you can't handle the future if you're not handling what's right in front of you. So let me ask you, are you taking care of what you said you would do last week? I had to ask myself that because I had a few goals that I have to take care of. Are you being a good steward over your time? Are you being a good steward over your money? Are you being a good steward over your health? Are you being a good steward over your relationships? The Bible says, to whom much is given, much is required. And locking in means requiring more of yourself right now, because you can't expect big results in January if you're not being consistent in September. And as I'm talking to y'all, just know I am talking to myself because I have a lot of work to do. So here's my challenge to you and for me. What are you going to lock in on these next 4 months? Don't overcomplicate it. Choose 1, 2, or maybe 3 areas max. Write them down, make a plan, and commit to yourself, because the end of the year is not about slowing down. It's about stacking discipline, stacking progress, and stacking wins. And listen, even if you don't get it perfect, you do it consistent. You will end this year stronger than you started. And y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I hope that this message encouraged you just as it encouraged me. I love for you to share this with somebody else who needs a little push to lock in, and let them know what you're focusing on. Y'all tag me, DM me, send me an email. I really love to hear the testimonies, y'all. I am just so grateful for the unconditional support. It's still overwhelming, y'all, and I really appreciate y'all for supporting the Style and Grace podcast. Also, y'all, if you have not already done so, make sure you subscribe to my email list. I have some things brewing and I am super excited. I'm anxious, but I am excited for what's to come. Y'all, I'm really going to be stepping out, doing some things. And again, shout out to my accountability partners. Subscribe to my email list if you haven't. But again, thank you for your continuous support. Until next time, stay focused, stay consistent, and stay locked in. Here is where style meets substance and grace meets real life experiences. Until next time.